Oh, there you are.
Oh, nice you could join us.
Thanks. What's this?
Well, isn't it obvious? It's the lunch pack of Notre Dame.
You could at least have put a sandwich in it.
Well, I did, but then you were late, so I ate it. It was very nice.
The sketch seemed an awful lot funnier in my head.
Yes, most things do.
Super Hunchback is a game for the Nintendo Game Boy, that weird green-on-green handheld that somehow managed to become more popular than Sega's obviously superior Game Gear. There, my sweet. One day they'll appreciate your brilliance. One day. As with many Game Boy titles, it's a basic platform affair. Travel across the screen, avoid the enemies, pick up the items that'll increase your score, all until you reach the goal. And despite this, it's actually an enjoyable little game. So let's waste no more time and actually take a look at Super Hunchback. Okay, let's start with the basics. That title music is totally wrong for this game. What part of the Hunchback of Notre Dame story fits with putting on the Ritz? The song is derived from a colloquialism about dressing fashionably, which has nothing to do with the Hunchback and even less to do with this game. Was Ocean just looking for some royalty-free music? What's going on here? The in-game music isn't much better. It's basic, it does its job, and it's not annoying enough to make you want to turn the sound down before you start playing, so I suppose that's good news. And it's certainly more than some games, I can say. I'm looking at you here, Horace. Shut it, Horace, I've still got that axe. This game is pretty simple, as most Game Boy games in the day were. You play as Quasimodo, and your task is to collect fruit and ring a bell, all within a time limit. There are obstacles to avoid, some basic platforming, and a surprisingly large number of hidden areas for you to find. It's one of those fun, simple looking but surprisingly hard little games that'll keep you entertained for hours. Speaking of the hidden areas, this is where you'll usually find time extending pickups. They add a considerable amount of time for you to traverse a section of the level, which is useful because some of those hidden areas can be quite large. In addition to the hidden areas, we have warp zones that offer little bonus levels full of falling platforms and fruit to collect. It makes a change from the basic levels, and they're actually quite fun. So grab them when you can to get extra points, and if you manage to get all 10 pieces of fruit, you get an extra life, which is quite useful. Speaking of extras, there are bombs to pick up that spell out extra. I have no idea what grabbing all of them does, because I never managed it. The letters scroll on the pickup, and if you grab it when it's displaying a letter you already have, it gets removed from your extra bar at the bottom of the screen, so you'll have to pick it up again later. So be careful with your timing, or you'll lose progress. So that's 3 sets of extras on top of the standard platforming levels. All in all, I think we can agree that's plenty of content for your cash. Now, when you die, and you will because some of the pickups are a little tricky, you aren't necessarily sent back to the start of the level. There are some checkpoints along the way, and that's a good thing because redoing the whole thing would be quite tedious. Instead of going back to the start of the level, you jumped back a little way and you lose a life. Lose all your lives and it's game over as expected. Speaking of being knocked back away, that's the main effect of being hit by the moving obstacles in the game. If you hit from the front, you're knocked back a little way and spend a couple of seconds rocking on your heels while Quasimodo is unconscious. If you hit from behind, you get thrown forward and the same thing happens. It's therefore quite easy to get knocked off platforms and onto spikes, which will kill you instantly. In other words, be careful and avoid the obstacles as best you can. And yes, I do know that's easier said than done. Oh, and remember that some obstacles can be stood on in order to reach higher platforms, while others can't. Sometimes it's obvious which is which, other times it's going to be down to trial and error. Good luck with that. There are 5 sections per level and 9 levels in total, making this a remarkably short game when all said and done. Nevertheless, it's a fun little throwback to the early days of computing, and actually I quite enjoyed it. The graphics are big, chunky and really well drawn, especially for a Game Boy title of the time. It's sharp, it's clear what's going on, and there's some nice comedy to it. The animations are lovely and, overall, it's really well put together. Now, Super Hunchback can be a little tricky to get hold of these days. Personally, I picked it up at random in a second-hand shop. It was the only Game Boy title that we had, and to be honest with you, I'm quite happy that I got it. Like I said, it's pretty simple fun, but there is a lot here, so if you get the chance to play it, I do recommend it. It'll keep you entertained for a few hours at the very least. So there you are, Super for Hunchback. Sorry this is a short one this week, but it's really all the time I've got for now. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you did like this, and if you did, remember to click the like button, share it with your friends so that they'll know a good game when they see it, and do subscribe for future videos, because there will be more in the future. But until next time, I've been Zoe Kirk-Robinson, you've been watching GameHammer on Knobmouse channel, and I will see you next time.